Culture is an umbrella term which encompasses the social behavior and norms found in human societies, also because the knowledge, beliefs, arts, laws, customs, capabilities, and habits of the individuals in these groups. 1. Humans acquire culture through the training processes of enculturation and socialization, which is shown by the range of cultures across societies. A cultural norm codifies acceptable conduct in society. It is a suggestion for behavior, dress, language, and demeanor during a situation, which is a template for expectations during a group. Accepting only a monoculture during a group can bear risks, even as one species can wither within the face of environmental change, for lack of functional responses to the change. 2. Thus in military culture, valor is counted a typical behavior for a private, as are duty, honor, and loyalty to the group are counted as virtues or functional responses within the continuum of conflict. Within the practice of faith, analogous attributes are often identified during a group. Description culture is taken into account a central concept in anthropology, encompassing the range of phenomena that are transmitted through social learning in human societies. Cultural universals are found altogether human societies. These include expressive forms like art, music, dance, ritual, religion, and technologies like tool usage, cooking, shelter, and clothing. The concept of fabric culture covers the physical expressions of culture, like technology, architecture and art, whereas the immaterial aspects of culture like principles of social organization including practices of political organization and social institutions, mythology, philosophy, literature both written and oral, and science comprise the intangible cultural heritage of a society. In the humanities, one sense of culture as an attribute of the individual has been the degree to which they need cultivated a specific level of sophistication within the arts, sciences, education, or manners. The extent of cultural sophistication has also sometimes been wont to distinguish civilizations from less complex societies. Such hierarchical perspectives on culture also are found in class-based distinctions between a high culture of the social elite and a coffee culture, popular culture, or folk culture of the lower classes, distinguished by the stratified access to cultural capital. In common parlance, culture is usually wont to refer specifically to the symbolic markers employed by ethnic groups to differentiate themselves visibly from one another, like body modification, clothing or jewelry. Culture refers to the mass-produced and mass-mediated sorts of consumer culture that emerged within the 20th century. Some schools of philosophy, like Marxism and important theory, have argued that culture is usually used politically as a tool of the elites to control the lower classes and make a false consciousness. Such perspectives are common within the discipline of cultural studies. Within the wider social sciences, the theoretical perspective of cultural materialism holds that human symbolic culture arises from the fabric conditions of human life, as humans create the conditions for physical survival, which the idea of culture is found in evolved biological dispositions. When used as a noun, a culture is that the set of customs, traditions, and values of a society or community, like an ethnos or nation. Culture is that the set of data acquired over time. During this sense, multiculturalism values the peaceful coexistence and mutual respect between different cultures inhabiting an equivalent planet. Sometimes culture is additionally wont to describe specific practices within a subgroup of a society, a subculture, e.g., bro culture, or a counterculture. Within social anthropology, the ideology and analytical stance of cultural relativism hold that cultures cannot easily be objectively ranked or evaluated because any evaluation is necessarily situated within the worth system of a given culture.